Imagine two of the biggest names in Hollywood and the music industry being involved in a secret so dark that not even their families were safe from the consequences. Rumors of Diddy's involvement with Will Smith and reports that Will Smith is secretly gay and cheating on Jada are now coming out. What was Will doing with Diddy, and who did his security guard catch him having intimate relations with?
And then the rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with, who was it with?
Diddy.
I know, right? Hold on. So apparently Will's assistant, which I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, the whole thing sounds fishy because the same guy tried to do an interview on my platform and I said no, but he claims he saw Will Smith with Dwayne Martin.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know nothing about this. This is crazy.
I mean, well, you should interview Tisha
Campbell, who was married to Dwayne Smith. That'd be an interesting interview.
Wouldn't it?
It would. You know her?
I do.
All right, let's make some phone calls.
I don't know. But I mean, and then there's, what would be said and what wouldn't be said. But, I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne? Oh. I heard some rumors about Will and Jada, which I won't mention because I'll get sued. But I've heard some rumors.
Secret relationships and family-destroying rumors are on the rise. And this time, fans are looking at Will Smith's past and his involvement with Diddy. Insiders are revealing new details of how Will and Jada's relationship might not be as loving as we may have been led to believe. Sources close to Will are revealing details of a scandal that could shake the very foundations of his marriage.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
Allegations of an intimate relationship between Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, put forward by Will Smith's closest security guard, are only some of the recent issues plaguing Will's marriage with Jada. The lies actually run much deeper, and it's not just a one-time fling that Will is being accused of. Industry insiders claim that Will has been cheating on Jada for decades, and the real list of everyone he has been with would shock you.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Miss Pinkett, you look fantastic.
All right, good to see you.
We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blocking it. I'm sorry. What do you say about the allegations? There's like, so many rumors. Anything you want to say? We suing. I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
An open relationship which has included Will, Diddy, Jada, and even Jennifer Lopez was allegedly going on behind the scenes for years before Diddy and J-Lo broke up. The couples first got together at one of Diddy's freak-off parties, and since the 90s, Will and Diddy have been involved in a physically initiated relationship. Gene Deal has confirmed this.
Tell me the story about how Puffy wanted to fight Will Smith over Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, man. We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. They was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, like, and then he went like this, you know, like, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him. I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit.
Tapes of every major celebrity that Diddy has been involved with are slowly making their way into the public spotlight, and everyone is worried. The feds are decrypting the data they confiscated from Diddy's house, and if those tapes are made public, a lot of careers are getting destroyed. Will Smith knows that he's on those tapes, and he has already started doing everything he can to distance himself from the situation.
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. That's not funny. but I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But you know that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
These tapes are going to be played in open court, and to stop their name from coming up, these celebrities are prepared to do anything and everything. There are reports that these tapes are being sold on the dark web for millions of dollars. Jaguar Wright was even approached by someone who had access to these tapes, and allegedly there are dozens of celebrities that are trying to stop their tape from falling into the wrong hands.
The trial starts and the jury sits. Will they be shown these tapes?
100%.
Will they have to watch it in court? Like during the
100% in court in front of a room of people. And so that's the other thing that's awful. They are going to be watching basically porn for hours on end in front of people. So in front of victim one, whoever it may be, there's going to be porn played in the federal courtroom.
And victim one would have been made aware of this.
Oh, 100%. She's probably being told right now, like, this is going to be played in open court. Your sex history, your sex life is going to be talked about in open court. All of this.
And presumably then she knows that and she's pushing forward because she hasn't withdrawn.
But don't forget this. It doesn't matter if she does or she doesn't. This isn't a civil case. This is the criminal case. So she could flat out tell the federal government, I don't want to participate, and they can say, we don't care. This is a crime. Crimes are against the United States, not against them. Keep calling her victim one, but don't forget, She's a witness to a crime, so it doesn't matter. She went to them in today and said, I'm not participating. Their response, we don't care. Get your ass on the stand.
Well, considering that the is selling his own evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder, why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of all the just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
Just who is on these tapes? And what did Will did that is so damning? He's ready to come out publicly against Diddy? Keep in mind that publicly addressing the Diddy rumors was super harmful to Will Smith's brand. And the only reason he did that is so he can have some room to come up with a statement later once the tapes get played.
You heard about this sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male? They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black that Rat Pack. And I don't want even say their names because they said I got their names wrong last time.
Will is already denying all the allegations against him and threatening legal action against anyone who claims he's gay or that he and Jada were involved in an open relationship with Diddy.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin. Open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
Unfortunately, Will Smith and Jada have destroyed not only their marriage, but also their children's mental health. Diddy is a groomer, and when you let someone like him into your house, your children are bound to suffer. Shockingly, the truth might actually be much darker. There are reports that Jaden Smith was sexually abused during his time as a child star, and that's the reason he quit the industry. Just take a look at how Will treated Jaden.
When I'm at school sometimes, my dad will just pull his pants down.
Hey! Will is always, Will is always playing. He plays. Okay.
I can kiss my son. I can kiss my son. Come on.
Jaden jumped up and ran.
No, Madeline said he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set, he'll try to kiss me or anywhere else.
So what do you think? Is Jaden still too old to get kissed by his dear old dad?
I love Justin Bieber. That's just a fact.
Well, talk about brotherly love. You couldn't miss this moment on your feeds. Justin Bieber giving pal Jaden Smith a kiss on the cheek at Coachella.
I'm having a good time.
The now viral video shows Jaden sneaking up from behind the Biebs, grabbing his waist for a little dance, and then there's this, Justin sweetly giving his bro a kiss, something that's become the talk of the internet.
He's really just like a brother to me.
Yeah, these two go way back.
Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me, Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview. He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden, Bashir, and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
Diddy has always been secretly gay, and everyone at his parties knew full well what was happening. 50 Cent has been against Diddy since the 90s, and according to him, he never went to any of Diddy's parties, despite being invited multiple times. Every Hollywood elite knew what was going on at Diddy's parties, and if you look at his interviews from back then, Diddy was openly bragging about his crimes. 50 was smart enough to stay away.
You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
I
know
he did
you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefe D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way, according to them.
I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
No. That was you. Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous, and he goes, "Yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party." What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
Diddy's lawyers have filed a motion to suppress evidence obtained from searches of his homes in Los Angeles and Miami, as well as his electronic devices. His attorneys argued that the search warrants were illegal because they were overly broad and omitted crucial information that could have been favorable to Diddy. This motion is the only way Diddy can survive this. If his tapes get played in court, no one is getting out of this trial unharmed.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs, looking to suppress evidence in his federal trial. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky is back with the story. Good morning again, Aaron.
And to you, Michael. You'll remember federal agents from Homeland Security investigations were hardly shy when they raided Sean Combs' opulent homes in Los Angeles and Miami, guns drawn. The jailed music mogul now argues those searches and other searches of his iCloud accounts, electronic devices, and New York City hotel room following his arrest were unconstitutional. His lawyers argue evidence obtained through those searches must be suppressed. Diddy's lawyers say the government presented a grossly distorted picture of reality when applying for the search warrants, omitting certain facts and including salacious details from an unnamed producer that were never credible. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. The defense is also arguing here his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, was a willing participant in drug-fueled sex performances called freak-offs, not coerced as prosecutors allege.
Some of Diddy's lawyers have actually begun jumping ship already. They know that Diddy is going down, and he's going to take everyone down with him. Diddy's lawyer, Anthony Rico, has filed a motion to withdraw from Diddy's case. Months ago, Diddy's law firm, where Diddy has been a client for well over 20 years, also announced they were dropping Diddy as a client.
Sean Diddy Combs' legal team is getting a little smaller as the rap mogul's defense team prepares for his May trial on sex charges. His attorney, Anthony Rico, respectfully but regrettably requested to be dismissed from his role, according to documents obtained by NBC News. Rico, who is one of 6 attorneys on the case, requested in the February 21st filing to withdraw as representation because, quote, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice. The motion continues, quote, while I'm aware that the local rule requires that an application for withdrawal of counsel is supported and granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal, there are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case.
So the high-powered law firm of Grubman, Shire, Masalis, and Sachs has dropped Combs as a client. Now, this is the firm of Alan Grubman, who is a very prominent entertainment lawyer that represents some very big names. The Weeknd, Madonna, Chris Brown, Paul Simon, Usher, Bruce Springsteen. In fact, by the way, Alan Grubman was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He actually helped found that back in the 1980s. So, gives you an idea about how big of a powerhouse this firm is. Now let's go back to Sean Combs. So the rumor circulating is that this firm did this because singer and actress Lady Gaga had threatened to leave the firm unless they parted ways with Combs. This is according to reporting by News Nation. And it's a big deal because the rapper and producer had apparently been with Grubman's firm for over 20 years. He was friends with Alan Grubman by all accounts. And there's more that's happening right now for Diddy, right? We had mentioned that Combs had apparently deleted his entire Instagram account. We did an episode on Sidebar about that. Now it's being reported that he just dropped a $60 million lawsuit that he had been embroiled in litigation for the past 3 years or so with the former owners of his former clothing company, Sean John, for continuing to use his name, image, and likeness after he sold almost his entire stake in the company years ago. But now they seem to have reached an agreement, has dropped the lawsuit. Not sure what the details are of that settlement or if this is in any way connected or affected by the other ongoing legal troubles of Sean Diddy Combs.
With insiders spilling secrets, court cases looming, and shocking revelations about Hollywood's elite, this scandal is far from over. How deep does the rabbit hole go? And will Will Smith's reputation survive this storm? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Will is innocent, or is there more to the story? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on this insane saga.